Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's video. Okay, this intro is going to be a little bit long because I got a story to tell you guys. Okay, so this video is inspired by a video that my friend Jessica Braun did here recently where she was talking about makeup products that she would still have in her collection if YouTube didn't exist. I was watching her video and I immediately was like, yep, I'm doing that video. I put it on my list. I started brainstorming ideas. And as I was brainstorming, I was like, why does this seem familiar to me? I was like, I feel like the products that are on this list, I feel like I've already mentioned them in some capacity. Now, I do post a video every single day, and I have posted a video at least 6 or 7 days a week for probably over a year now. I think it was last summer that I started challenging myself to a daily upload. So I've done a lot of videos, and I know that there are repeat items in them, but I was like, this just feels funny to me. And then this morning, as I was, this was the day I was going to film this video, my friend Arna Elaine, I think is how you say her last name, she posted a video that she said was inspired by Jessica Braun, and it was makeup products that she's purchased with no like beauty guru influence. So products that she just decided to purchase herself. And as she was explaining that in her intro, it clicked for me. I was like, that's why it seems so familiar. Last year, I posted a video called YouTube Didn't Make Me Buy It, where I was talking about either unhyped makeup products that I bought before I had a YouTube channel, or products that I bought after my channel, had begun, but I purchased them with no beauty influencer influence, just like Arna was saying. So that she made it click for me. I was like, I thought this seemed familiar because I had so many products on my list that I just thought, I think I've done this before. So that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to just do another YouTube Didn't Make Me Buy It style video inspired by Jessica Braun and also Arna. So I will have both of their videos linked down below if you would like to see them. But it was just so funny. I'll leave my first video linked down below too, because some of the first items I was putting on there was like the Maybelline lipsticks, the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, like even my beloved Sephora 57 brush. And those were the first items that were popping into my head as I was making this. And I was like, have I done this before? This just seems really weird. It was last year. I did not do my brows at that time in my life yet, so I don't want to get any brow comments on that video in case you decide you want to go watch it. But I know that was a longer intro, but I just thought it was kind of funny. But thank you to Jessica for inspiring me to do this again, because that was my only video that I did of YouTube Didn't Make Me Buy It. YouTube Made Me Buy It videos were really popular, so I wanted to do a spin on it last year, and then I totally forgot about it. But that's what today's video is going to be after that intro. Just products that I purchased without the hype around them, without a bunch of people recommending them. Maybe I was just at the store and thought, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this. So I only have a couple products on here, but why don't we go ahead and get started. Okay, the first item that I thought of after all of my old items was this one here from CoverGirl. It's the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. So this is one that I bought fairly recently after the release, so there wasn't a lot of reviews on it yet. Like, I think I purchased it at a time where I hadn't heard anybody talk about it yet, and I just noticed it at my CVS. In my CVS, we have like the makeup section, and then there's a section in like the snack aisle that has new makeup releases. Once I discovered that, because I enjoyed the snack aisle, it was like my whole world was opened up, because I would always keep saying like, CVS never has any new releases. Like, why don't they have any of them? Because they hide them. But I found them. Like, why do you hide the new stuff? Like, hide the old stuff or something. But I was wandering through the snack aisle and I found this and I was like, this looks nice. And I started reading about it. It said Vitalist Healthy Elixir and it has vitamins in it. I can remember pulling my phone out and looking it up and like looking at Ulta and looking at the different shades and what the shade selection said to try to help me purchase it. I purchased $7.40 and I really enjoy this foundation. It's one of my favorites. It is a hot looking mess because it's one of my favorites and I use it a lot. But I think it's a fabulous drugstore foundation. I love the coverage on it. I love how natural it makes my skin look. But yeah, I bought this one with no hype. Nobody was telling me to buy it, and I'm really happy that I did. Another one that I purchased, again from CVS, is this one from Milani. It's the Prime Shield Face Primer. It's the mattifying and pore minimizing primer. So I've had this one for a while, and I feel like you can kind of tell maybe my like inexperience with makeup when I did purchase this one, because it's a mattifying face primer and I'm more on the dry side. So like, usually like the majority of my primers in my collection are like hydrating and moisturizing primers, and then you got the Milani mattifying one, so that was kind of bizarre on my end. But this was one where I was buying something from Milani, and I don't think it was a product for me. I think I was buying something like for a friend, like someone said she wanted something and I was like getting it for her birthday or something, and it was a buy one get one half off, so I was like, oh, this one looks nice, and I just bought it. So silly. But I don't feel like I really hear a lot of people talk about this. I mean, it's definitely an older product and it's not my favorite. I mean, probably because I don't need a mattifying primer most days, so there's that. But it's also incredibly, like, very much like a silicone based primer, and I just don't prefer silicone based primers, and it's honestly like, I don't like how it makes my hands feel. And that's such a small thing, but I don't love the way it makes my face feel either, but I don't like the way it feels on my hands. But this one wasn't a favorite, and I only have myself to blame for that one. You only get yourself to blame there, girl. The next one that I have is a mascara that I purchased from Ulta. This is from Catrice, and this is the Rockateur Extreme Volume Mascara. I've talked about this one on my channel before too, because I ended up really enjoying this one, and I only have myself to thank for that one. Thank you so much, girl. This is one where I was buying something from Catrice, and again, it was at Ulta, but it was like a buy one get one 50% off, and I was kind of like browsing through like, what should I buy? And I was like, oh, I feel like I could have another drugstore affordable mascara in my collection, and I'm really glad that I did, because this is really good. And actually, I think this is my second one. I think I went through my first one and repurchased one, so that's how much I enjoy it. It's a waterproof mascara, so I wore it a ton last summer. I wore this a lot when we were doing like our sand volleyball and I still wanted to have like mascara on. I would wear this one because it held up in the heat really well. But it also just makes your lashes look really nice. I need volume and length when it comes to my mascara, and I feel like this one gave it to me, and I really enjoyed that there was zero transfer with it. So this is a good one. Next up, I have this item here from Benefit. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I don't know what I was gonna say, but it's the contour stick from Benefit. I purchased this one mostly just because it intrigued me, and I purchased it right away, so I felt like there wasn't really any reviews on it, there wasn't really any hype on it, and I mean, honestly, I don't feel like even now, I mean, it's been out for a while, but even after it released, I still feel like I didn't hear a lot of people talking about this one. But it was back when I was kind of more into cream contour. Like right now, I'm not really into cream products at all, but there was definitely a point where I was using cream contour a ton. And so when this came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I will say the shade is better off as a bronzer for me. I didn't necessarily use it as a contour because it was a little bit deeper and a little bit more on the warm side, but it worked as a good bronzer for me. I don't reach for it as much anymore because, like I said, I've kind of gotten away from the cream products, but I enjoyed it. I just thought it looked cool. Like, I thought the packaging looked cool. I like the Hoola bronzer. It's one of the first items I ever purchased from Benefit, so I thought it was intriguing to see, so that's why I purchased it. I mean, it was kind of like a packaging made me purchase it, but then I was just curious about it as well. Yeah, the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick would be YouTube didn't make me buy it. Another one here from Maybelline. This is the Total Temptation Brow Pencil. I've been talking about this a ton on my channel. It's one of my favorite brow pencils. I've already gone through one or two. I have another one brand new staring right at me. I see you, girl. Because this is one of my favorite brow pencils and it's super affordable. But this is another one that I purchased almost right when the Total Temptation line came out from Maybelline. And I felt like there was something that I wanted from that collection, and I went to order it and it had already sold out, and I was bummed. And then I decided to buy this. Was that how? It was something along those lines. But I was looking for something else, and then this was still available, so I decided to go ahead and purchase it. And I'm really glad that I did because, I mean, it's definitely turned into one of my favorite brow pencils. The pencil was not hyped up yet. I feel like I've been seeing more and more people talking about it lately, and I'm like, yes, 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 because I really do enjoy this brow pencil. It reminds me of the Benefit Goof Proof. The applicator does. I get mine in the shade Blonde, but it's one of my favorites. And then next up here, these are from Marc Jacobs, which you might think when I say this is a product from Marc Jacobs, you're like, no, YouTube did make you buy that. But let me explain. Because actually I have this little mini guy here in Slow Burn from Marc Jacobs. I was just wearing this lipstick the other day, actually. I purchased this in a Sephora, like, give me some nudes or give me some lip collections. And I've been purchasing those since before YouTube. Like, I've always been a deal chaser, and I've always been someone who loves minis and loves buying sets of things. Like I was saying with Benefit and the Hoola bronzer, one of the first things, or probably the first thing I purchased from Benefit was one of those boxes. Like, you know, they keep releasing the boxes. When I was first buying from Benefit, I bought one of those boxes, and it had like the Hoola bronzer in it, and it had like a lip gloss and eyeshadows and like a mascara and all of this. I've always loved those. I've always gravitated towards those. So I've been buying the Sephora collection, like favorite collection sets for years. I used to buy the mascara ones quite a bit as well. Like, I've just always really enjoyed them. So that's why I said that this would be in there, because I did start purchasing them way before YouTube. And even when I got on YouTube, I feel like no one really talked about those a lot. I used to make dedicated videos on the Sephora lip collections. Like, I would unbox them all and I would try them all. It was like one of my favorite things to do. Whenever a new set came out, I was like, yes. And now I feel like my collection has grown so much that there's always like 2 or 3 in the collections that I'm like, well, I already have that, so I probably shouldn't buy that set. But that's why I would say that these were kind of like unhyped products for me. But I fell in love with this little guy because of that collection. And I since went on to get this little guy. I can't remember if it came in a collection, but I want to say it was a point perk or something along those lines. I don't think it came in a set, but now I have another one. And actually, I even went on to purchase another Marc Jacobs lip product that I should probably put out, the Marc Jacobs Liquid Lip Creme. I have it in Truth or Bear is that shade. Yeah, Truth or Bear is that shade. And I purchased it because I like these so much. But the new shade that I got is called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Love both these shades, love the liquid lip creme, but I feel like the reason why I got into Marc Jacobs is not because of YouTube, is not because of the hype that the brand gets, but it's because I was buying those Sephora favorites collection sets long before my YouTube days. So I thought that one was pretty funny. I thought I'd sneak it in here because I figured it counted. And then the last product that I have, like I said, the list wasn't too long. Watch a lot of YouTube, take a lot of recommendations seriously. But the last one I have is actually a new product here, and this is from Sunday Riley. It's the Influencer Foundation. And again, it might be like, hey, this is a hyped up foundation. A lot of people are buying it and wearing it, but I bought it before any of the reviews came out, and I put it in a will I buy it video, and I was like, I'm just really curious about this foundation. I'm really curious about this. I want to try out that foundation. And unfortunately, this is one that I probably should have waited on the reviews for, because I probably wouldn't have purchased it. I haven't seen a whole lot of people who are really enjoying this one. I did just recently do a Sephora VIB sale haul follow-up video where I'm reviewing everything that I picked up in the haul, and I do review this guy, and I said it just did not really work out for me. It's not my favorite. I am still planning on returning it, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I bought this before any, I don't even know if I would still consider it being like hyped right now, but before any review videos started coming or people really started talking about this, it was just one that immediately caught my attention. And again, it's why I didn't necessarily want to do like if YouTube didn't exist, because like what I know about Sunday Riley, if I didn't watch YouTube, I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe some of the drugstore brands I would say yes to, but even like Catrice, I'm not sure if I would be familiar with the brand if it wasn't for a YouTube kind of thing. So that's why I kind of wanted to do what I did last year and just saying YouTube didn't make me buy these products. I didn't fall into the hype. I didn't see everybody reviewing and raving and saying I needed it and all of that for these particular products, is what I would put in the influencer into that category. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, after that foundation from Sunday Riley, that's gonna do it for today's video. Okay, so that is everything for today's video, talking about some products that YouTube didn't make me buy. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the products that I chose to feature in this video. Again, my video from last year will be linked down below. It's, oh man, sometimes watching videos, I just did like a flashback favorites video as well, and it's like when you have to go back and watch your old videos, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so cringeworthy. But that will be listed down below, and then also Jessica and also Arna, because both these ladies inspired me to do this video as well. And if you want to see more content like this, they will also be in the description box, and I recommend you go check them out. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and if you guys did enjoy it, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.